Hey guys, welcome back. David here. So today I just have a quick tip for you about something I've learned in the past week or so about protecting yourself and protecting your environment, and how the way you treat your environment and your room, your car actually carries over into relationships and your work, school, things like that. So here's let me tell you a little bit of how I came across this. So I was feeling a couple weeks ago like really cluttered, like really, oh, I have this to do and this to do, and this thing's coming up, and I feel like this juggler, and I'm trying to desperately make sure that nothing falls on the ground, that I don't drop any of the balls, right? Do you ever feel like that? Like, just like, how am I going to create order out of this big mess, this big sea of stuff? All right? If you can relate, that's the situation I was in like a week and a half ago. So, here's what I was taught. It was like I had this little nudge, this little tap, like, hey, this impression. Look at your room. Oh, oh my. I just had this moment like, yeah. Because you see, at the moment, my room was an absolute disaster. You walk in my room, there's this little path I'd walk through to get to my bed, and that's all I did in my room. Sleep. I'd leave in the morning, like, it was a place to sleep, and that was it. And to dump stuff. Okay, so here's the connection. Every facet of your life is connected to each other. And you can't have behavior in one without that behavior affecting another facet of your life. So here's where I determined to make a change. I'm going to start protecting my space, cleaning out my space, and freeing up, focusing my life, focusing my room, and eliminating some of the extra things I don't need. So I started in my room, and I really saw results in my life. I'll tell you just sort of one little bonus thing that I was able to learn through, you know, connecting how this area of my life is connected to this area of my life. It actually taught me something really profound about myself. So I had this tendency of, I'm doing something like out here in the kitchen area, and then when I'm done and it's night and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to leave that out in everyone else's space, right? Like, I respect them too much. I don't want to leave this clutter in their space. So what I would do is like, oh, it's late. I'll just clean it up later and just put it all in my room. I would I would take that mess and dump it in my room. I would dump it in my personal space. So, do you see how that could be a bit of a problem? Yeah, big problem. So, what is the message I'm sending by taking that mess and dumping it in my space? I'm telling myself that I'm not important. I respect other people and their space, but I don't respect me and my space, and I don't matter. So, no wonder I'm struggling to keep up. So, I changed. I said, whenever I have a mess, whenever I have, and it's not a bad mess. Messes can be good. But whenever I have stuff, I never just dump it in my space and shove it down the road for later. I always deal with it. Put things away. If there's something that's not yours, give it back to whoever's it is. Deal with it. Don't pile up stuff. And protect your space. Because you are important. And your space reflects that. How you treat your space reflects how you feel about yourself. So, there's a quick little tip. If you want to change the way you feel about yourself, start by how you treat yourself. Start protecting your personal space. Maybe, wear something different. Change the way you look. Do something to tell yourself that I am important. I am worth protecting. Anyway, just my tip for the day. It really affected me. I'll tell you right now, my results are going up. My room is glorious. Okay, yesterday it was glorious, but today I underwent phase 2 of cleaning it up and going to the next level, so actually right now it is not glorious. But okay, in my mind, the room that I will have tomorrow, amazing. It's a shrine. It's a shrine to myself where I go to rejuvenate and to recharge and to be connected with my purpose and my mission and my higher power. And my room, I wish you could walk into my room and just feel how different it is from how it felt 2 weeks ago. A bit of a rambler today, but I know there's an important message in there that if you will take this message and apply it to your life, it can really change your results. Thank you so much for tuning in for another day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.